imagining good and justice and peace. You think you're going to get insights around good and justice and peace while you read about mess? While you focus on drama? I'm just saying it's not likely. And you shouldn't, you have no right to expect it to be that way. Because some of the basic guidelines that we learned growing up is it's about what you put in. Somebody told me a long time ago on the block, don't bring none, won't be none. And I think that that's true about consciousness as well. That when we bring a high consciousness to it, we get to experience that in the environment. You know, I've talked to you before, just the metaphor of the family reunion or the neighborhood picnic that, I know a lot of y'all want to know, you get there, you like, who's bringing the potato salad though? Because what are you saying? I don't eat everybody's potato salad. I know. If you want there to be good potato salad there, you better bring it. If you want the coleslaw to have the raisins and the carrots and not the cabbage, you better bring it. And likewise, if you want peace, you better bring it. Don't go there and look at this. You bring the love, you bring the understanding, you bring the acceptance. You lead the charge. This is why he's saying it's a courageous choice. Knowing that there may not be any there. You may be the only one committed to peace. It's going to take courage to sing it in the midst of the drama. And they ain't it awful. Here's what I need you to know. Is I know and we have in place those things that will support you in changing. On Wednesday nights beginning this Wednesday, Imagining Justice. They have their kickoff. Valerie Joy and David Walker are the co-hosts, the co-leads for that. And so they are kicking off the new, it's on the academic semester system, because we stopped for our summer school. And so they start again for the very first time since May on Wednesday night. On Friday, here's what's different of All In, the fight for democracy. I want you to see it because it's important that we know how it is. See, you won't be able to imagine. I don't think. You won't be able to imagine how the game has changed. This is not your grandmother's voting experience was very similar to this. Very likely, at least mine was. My grandmother's experience. Difficult or so threatening that she'd be likely to just choose to not do it. So I need you to know so that you'll be set for that. Here's the thing. Don't drag in at 6:01, so that you'll know what we're working with. Yes? Be hosting a voter information session. Is it campaign about what's on the ballot? It's by facts. Giving you the information to react in the same old way. I don't need to hear from the League of Women Voters. I'm just being ill-informed, just going it along, go make it up on the fly. Ask if you want to be a prisoner of the past or a pioneer of the future. How you going to play this? Friends, same old, it was good enough. He says the past is closed and limited. The future is open and free. That's that pioneer spirit, that there's something more. Why? Because it does. It's that serious. There are folks now, unfortunately, there are millions in the chorus who recognize that know that it's because they did not vote or because they voted ill-informed. I'm talking up and down the ballot for local issues, ill-informed, campaigning for the 2020 census. And I know that there are people who have an opinion that they're not playing. So you will later complain over the next generation for what is not in place. And some of that can be laid at the doorstep, and their community was not included in the way. Bottom line. The bottom line is Brannis McKenzie wrote a song. Right now is time for transformation. Part of the lyric that Brannis McKenzie wrote is, if ever a change is going to come, you could have been a part of, that you could have invested in. If ever a change is going to come, it's about this transformation in your life. It doesn't start with Reverend Andriette. So let's say that together. If ever a change is going to come, it starts with me. Here it goes.
It starts with me. When all of my ducks are in, whatever I need is there, just waiting for me to step in. A time for transformation. I can be. All I need to do is, whenever I feel I need a change, I upon me. I'm ready to start. I know whatever I need is there, just waiting for me. Whatever I see, it's destination. Whatever we can be for transformation, to heal my private need to do is see. It's time for transformation. Wherever you're led to go, do whatever you're led to do. Have faith, you'll become the real. Be whomever you're led to be. Have faith, you'll become the real you. Our thirsty nation, whatever we can be, all we need to do is see. It's time for transformation, to heal my private nation. Whatever I can be, all I need to do is see. It's time. It's time for transformation. Ooh, ooh.
Thank you, Brannis McKenzie. Indeed, thank you to Kia Franklin and Tammy Lynn Hall for today's amazing musical inspiration. Good morning, family. And you know, as we strive to help create a world that works for everyone, we are all writing a new song. Note by note, your gracious gifts compose the heart and soul melody, and as we give, we are transformed. There are many ways in which you can graciously give your gift to Heart and Soul Center of Light. I ask that you take note of our new secure mailing address. If you want to mail a check to Heart and Soul Center of Light, mail it to 5627 Telegraph Avenue, number 405, Oakland, California, 94609. You can also give online on our website at heartsoulcenter.org/give. And last but not least, you can text your gift any time of the night or day by texting the word give to 510-500-5849. And however you choose to give is right and perfect, but it is also important that we maintain the right consciousness around our giving with a sense of gratitude and blessing our gift before it is even given, thereby establishing the good it will do in the world. And so at Heart and Soul, we have this tradition of blessing our good, and I invite us to say it together. I bless this gift as healing energy and send it into the divine flow of all good. Infinite prosperity circulates through me, through my church, and throughout the world, because I know God as source, and so it is.
Thank you, family. What a blessing today has been. I'm going to remind you that tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, our practitioners are diving into a year of miracles. Sign up at heartsoulcenter.org/RSCP Year of Miracles and get notification on a regular basis that we're having the sessions, but make sure that you are availing yourselves to them. On Thursdays, Tammy Hall is on Facebook Live at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure that you join her and that you tip generously. And on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Facebook, YouTube, and via podcast, Reverend Andriette's weekly vlog, Point of Power, is happening. We're asking you to watch it, like it, and share it. The Essential Ernest Holmes class begins this Thursday, family. We're super excited about it. This class is based on the Science of Mind's Declaration of Principles, also known as What We Believe, is being taught by our beloved Reverend Jack Elliott. The prerequisite for this class is the foundations level course, either foundations or spiritual principles and practices. And this class is required for those on the practitioner path. So the class starts on Saturday. It is on Saturday, bless my heart. The class starts on Thursday, September 17th. It is 10 weeks. It begins at 6:00 p.m. Pacific time. The book required for the class is The Essential Ernest Holmes, and tuition is $295. Visit our website, heartsoulcenter.org/essentialernest to register. Make sure that you are joining Imagining Justice for the season kickoff on this Wednesday, the 16th, talking about where we left off and where we're going with co-hosts Valerie Joy and David. And then on Friday is the community film screening of All In, The Fight for Democracy. That's Friday at 6:00 p.m. Pacific time. There's no need to advance register. Just show up. There will be the movie screening. And then make sure that you are paying attention, because Imagining Justice has lots of things that are going to go on to support you in being an educated voter and allowing you to vote responsibly. We want to make sure that you know that our virtual Path to Membership experience is happening on Saturday, September 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. The 9 to 3:30 p.m. must be attended. The entire session must be attended in order to become a member. And to sign up, you can visit our website, Become a Member. Imagining Justice wants to remind you to save the date, October 24th and October 25th, for our second annual Urban Mindfulness Summit. We have already confirmed the fabulous Ricky Byers for our Saturday afternoon program, but stay tuned for more information about how you can register. Marcus Bookstores is still in the throes of their 60th anniversary fundraiser, so make sure that you're supporting them by visiting GoFundMe. And Kingston 11 still has their Jamaican cuisine for takeout. Kingston11eats.com is where you can sign up, where you can get the menu and place any orders. And we want to let you know that on Sundays at 11:30, our teens meet via the Pulse You can send email to the pulse at heartsoulcenter.org to find out how to be a part. And our Youth and Family Village is still engaged in some asynchronous learning. There are videos being uploaded at heartsoulcenter.org/watchyfv. They're looking for parents' feedback and kid feedback. So make sure that you're reaching out and that you're keeping an eye out for communication coming from our leadership. If you have any questions or want to get more involved, please send an email to yfv@heartsoulcenter.org. And family, following service today by about 10 minutes, we invite you to engage in group prayer because prayer changes everything. And Wednesdays at 7 a.m. Pacific time, we invite you in to join us as well. And it is my great pleasure to invite back Reverend Andriette.
Thank you, Sonia. Would you please put the slide back up for them, the image again for Imagining Justice for their schedule for this season? I wanted to do that because it's so important that you participate this season. We have different outcomes in mind in the collective community, and the outcomes can be different, but the process is the same, to change our own thinking and to move in the direction of the intended outcome. So I'm going to ask that you pay particular attention to the line at the top, just below the orange, where it says join us online at heartsoulcenter.org/imagining justice. That's where you'll go to join the sessions as well as to see the film. Make sure you do that, please. It's important. And mark your calendar, as I suggested earlier, for October 14th, which is a Wednesday, League of Women Voters info session. Very, very important. Thank you so much. Here's the beauty of this. Typically, when we have done pre-shelter in place, whatever we did for Imagining Justice, folks had to be local. So they had to rush from work or whatever, wherever they were. Now it's a different thing. You can be wherever you are. For example, some of you are joining us from Atlanta, from Tucson, from Costa Rica, from Boston, from Aurora, Colorado, from Las Vegas, Nevada, from Jackson, Mississippi, from Jersey City, New Jersey, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, New York, London, England, Maui, Seattle, Washington. The point is that if you were located in these places, in these locales, before, you would not have been able to take part in what we were doing on Wednesday night. Now, you can get right on in on it. So I suggest that you do. Thank you for being with us on Sunday. I pray that we see you next Sunday as well. And to ground my closing prayer. And I just want to remind you that we have a closing video that I think just ties a bow on all we've been up to, mainly for the song and the lyrics. So stay with me to the very end for the prayer and then the video. I'm drawing from Marianne Williamson's A Year of Miracles. And it's for tomorrow, and I know that the practitioners are doing their book study. If you tune in tomorrow, they are going to be working with this particular day 258, which is for tomorrow. I increase my faith in miracles today. Come on with that. To be willing to do that work. I'm just going to use Marianne Williamson's affirmation prayer at the very end of that to include in my prayer. So just right where we are right now. Be willing to know with me that there is one love, one joy, one peace, one living one strong one divine all in all, one life. And each and every one of us is living this life. I am living the life of the divine in my own way, to the best of my ability. But here's the thing, the life of the divine is living me always and in all ways. This is true for all of us, that each and every one of us is breathing the breath of the divine. Oh, but the best news of all is that the breath of the divine is breathing each and every one of us, that there is only one, and we are in this together. Right where we are, the whole perfect and complete nature of the divine, imbuing absolutely every aspect of our being. There is indeed not a spot where God is not. Oh, in knowing this, I declare a divine healing, a healing in the body temple, in the mind, in the spirit, in the body. A total healing that I know is a revelation of the presence of the divine. It's a surrender to the presence and the power of the divine. The letting go of any other story, any other possibility, and embracing the perfect truth. Marianne Williamson writes, and I add to this prayer, may I not be tempted to believe the testimony of my senses before the testimony of the divine. In any situation, may I remember the possibility of infinite possibility. May my mind thus be a conduit of miracles, as I have faith that they exist in God in unlimited supply. So knowing this, I let go of any idea to the contrary, any muddled thinking about who I am and whose I am, and instead just claim and embrace that I am a conduit, that we are a conduit of infinite miracles. And that all of this comes together in a way that assists us in setting the world right, so that we experience and live in a world that works for everyone. Oh, I just rejoice. I rejoice in the infinite possibility in the divine that is present in each and every one of us. It is in an attitude of gratitude and thanksgiving for this word, for Marianne Williamson, for a year of miracles, for Heart and Soul, for everyone who is tuned in today, for this message that has its own power outside of my voice. That I know and I know that I know that this word has its own power, and that it cannot possibly return void. And that anyone in the sound of my voice can simply claim any aspect of this that they are desiring, that is their heart's desire. Oh, I know healing and good. And I'm grateful as we claim this now. And so I release this word. I release it into the perfect activity of law. I know that it's done and done well in the divine. That from top to bottom and side to side, that in and throughout something quite magnificent is already unfolding. And for this I'm grateful. Forever and always I seal this by saying Ashe, Amen, and so it is. Y'all just the great.
Y'all ready to celebrate? Come on, get back up on your feet. Come on. Put your hands on it. Come on. This is just the year of refreshing. It's playing now unfolding. The time of your great blessing. Thank you, Darian Dennis. Come on. Nothing but victory. That's the promise of our King. To do exceedingly, abundantly, above what you ask or think. Put it in the house. Expect the break. Put your hands on it, y'all. Come on, y'all, catch it, say, expect. Anybody expecting great things? Come on, say say it. The time of your great blessing. Expect nothing but victory. That's the promise of our King. To do exceedingly all above what you ask of me. Sing it real good. Expect. I wish y'all could put your hands on it and say it. Anybody expecting great things, say it. Come on, everybody, lift it up, say. In your finances, expect the great. In your relationship,